Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're doing another video on my phone, and this is the look that we're going to be doing. And I did this look using the Natasha Denona Cranberry Palette. This is one of her mini palettes. And then I used this transition color from the Sunset palette. Now this is going to be part of my I forgot I bought this series because once again I told you I was doing a reorganization slash declutter of my collection, and I found these two palettes, and I was playing around with them. This is what I came up with. I'm going to be honest with you, these shimmers, at least in the Cranberry palette, are crap. Okay, they're crap. I use them obviously, but to get a really, shimmery, glittery look on my innermost part of my lid, I went in with a Glam Goth Beauty glitter in the style Divine, because these shimmers were not doing it for me. Now the center shimmer, I mean, it's okay. But if you have the ABH Jackie Aina palette, they have similar colors to this, like similar shimmers, and those blow these out of the water. So these are probably some more palettes that I'm going to be passing on to someone, because I don't see myself using the shimmers in these. And since a majority of the palette is shimmers, like you get two mattes and the rest are shimmers, I'm probably not going to be using it much unless I figure out a way to make them pop more, because wetting them did not do it, putting them on a wet base did not do it. So we're gonna see what it is. Anyway, already primed this eye. I lined my top and bottom waterline with the IT Cosmetics gel liner in black. This is their No Tug gel liner. Love it. And yeah, let's get started. So I already got my brow done too. They looking a little messy, but honestly, I kind of don't care. So I'm first going to go in with this shade right here. And I think this is the shade Blossom. It would make sense if this was Blossom. Yeah, this is the shade Blossom, I think. Or is it Sakura? It's either Blossom or Sakura. They have the names written here on the back, but I'm not sure what is what. So yeah, maybe Blossom or Sakura, whichever one this is. And I'm going to be using that as a transition color. And I'm just patting that in my crease. And I'm not bringing it up into my transition area just yet. I'm going to use that nude color from the Sunset palette to bring it up, but for right now I'm just going to put it in the crease. And I'm holding my head back because I do have slightly hooded eyes on the outer part of my eye. That's just from age. So I do have to hold my head back to get in that little area. And I've realized that's why I like smoky eyes so much, because I already have like kind of like this heaviness right here, and then when I go like this, it kind of just accentuates it. So I think that's why I like, smoke on the outer corner, because it just makes my eyes look a little bit more sultry, I guess. And the dark shadows hide how heavy my lid is on the outer corner. So I think I was thinking about it while I was doing my makeup, and I was like, that is probably why I like smoky eyes so much. That and that's because they're just bomb, and personally they're easy for me to do because I love them. I mean, I'm not the best at them, but they're my most well-loved looks. Ooh, I didn't tell you I got the ABH Soft Glam palette, so I'm going to be using that. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more makeup, but I bought more makeup. I bought that, and I bought a couple other things from Ulta. I bought some more of the KVD eyebrow liners, KVD Vegan Beauty eyebrow liners, but they can be used in your waterline, and they can also be used as like gel liners, like for a wing. So I'm going to be using those a little bit more too. Now that, well, spring isn't really here. Let me just be real. It's been snowing nonstop here in Michigan. And honestly, it's kind of depressing, but we're going to get through it. It happens every year. I hate winter. I get the winter blues so bad. All right, so now I'm going in with this shade right here. So this is either Blossom or Sakura once again. I'm not sure, but these are the two shades that are the matte. I'm pretty sure this is Sakura. That would make more sense. So this is probably Sakura, and this is probably Blossom. So, because this would be nude, right? Or would this be Daisy? Because I wouldn't think this would be considered nude. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to be putting that on the... Oh, actually, no. I forgot. I went in with a black lipstick to really deepen this up, because for some reason this matte didn't want to catch on to the matte that I already put down. I think maybe it's because they're so matte they don't want to stick to one another. So I had to go in with a wet base again. And you guys know I'd be loving my black lipstick. Still using the same Milani Black Spell. And I'm just going to make a little wing right here. Now, I did not go in with any, like, you know, winged liner stuff or anything. This is just to make it so this purple that I'm about to use sticks and doesn't give me a patchy mess. I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. Now, I don't know if I've ever said this in any of my videos, but if you decide to use a lipstick for your eye base, of course, don't make it a matte lipstick. It's not going to work if you use a matte lipstick. You have to use a regular lipstick. Like I said, I don't think I've ever said that in any of my videos, but I brought that up a little too high. Let's see if I can. Always have Q-tips on deck just in case I make a mistake, which I usually do. At some point in my makeup, I always make a mistake. Sometimes it's fixable. Sometimes I have to redo the whole look. But it's just makeup. It's going to be okay. What did I just do with that brush? Just kind of bring that darker shade up into my crease area. I'm going to be cutting my crease right in this area, so it's not that big of a deal if you get eyeshadow on your lid, but it makes it easier to cut if you don't. I'm probably going to do a, I probably could do like a purple smoky eye with this color, this darker color, on a black base, because it is really pretty. All right, and then I'm going to go back in with that original pinky red shade. Once again, I think this is called Sakura. And we're just going to lightly tap that. These shadows are highly pigmented. I'm pretty sure it's an eyeshadow palette, not a pigment palette. Yeah, it's an eyeshadow palette. But they are still super pigmented and a little hard to blend, so if you are trying to recreate this look with this palette, just take your time. And now I'm going to go in with this shade from the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And I think this is in the shade Guava, because this looks more like a halo than this one. So we're going to call this one Guava. And the brushes I'm using are just like from all different places. So that's why I'm not mentioning them, because in my opinion, you don't need expensive ass brushes to do really good looks. So a majority of my brushes either are from Morphe or they're from Amazon. Like this is an Amazon brush. It's like a Best Taupe brush. This is from Japanesque. So I'm just showing you don't really need like just one collection of brushes. I use a lot. And I use my brushes until they start shedding. Like this one is shedding, so it's probably time to phase it out. But I'd be using my brushes until the very end. Alright, so when I'm doing my transition color, I just let my, like I've been holding my eyebrows up like this. Now I just let them go. So I know where to stop my transition color. So I don't go too high. And if the lighting seems better, it's because I'm filming during the day. I have the day off today. And when I have the day off, I try to be on a day schedule so I can get things done. But it's President's Day, so I can't really get anything done anyway because the post office is closed. I had a few things to mail because you guys know I do sell my makeup and wigs on Poshmark. So I had a few things to mail, but since it's President's Day, the post office is not open, so. Alright, going back in with Sakura. I'm just going to be basically going in back and forth with all these crease and transition colors just to make them blend. I don't really like harsh lines. This eye usually doesn't give me harsh lines. This eye always gives me harsh lines. I don't know why. It's like the skin is softer on this side than it is on this eye, and sometimes it gets really frustrating, but I'm sure I'm not the only one who experiences that. Oh, and I'm finally ready to film how I cleared up a majority of my mask knee. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've been a little stressed out lately, so I had to go back to using my spin brush because I was using like little silicone pads to wash my face, but I'm the type that like takes out their tension. You know, I was scrubbing too hard basically, so I did over exfoliate my face a lot 2 days ago. That's like my nose has sores on it because of how much I scrubbed it. It's actually quite embarrassing, but I don't have any active breakouts right now. I just have a lot of hyperpigmentation. So I'm using vitamin C serum to try to counteract that, but compared to what my skin was looking like this is not like the best it has looked because I did over exfoliate, but compared to what it was looking like a month ago, I'm going to say the Shea Moisture African Black soap that I've been using has definitely helped, and I'll be sharing that with you in a future video. I might actually film it after this, depending how I feel. I kind of want a game. Oh, so I started a new playlist called Girls Who Game, because obviously I like Warframe. I play it a lot. And I've met a lot of cool people on there too. And, yeah, I don't know, I just like it. And if you guys want to play with me, I always leave my username in those videos. My username is They Call Me Death Prime. So if you ever are on Warframe or you want to try Warframe out and you need someone to, like, play with, just add me. I'm always willing to play with new people because, you know, I'm on there a lot and I like meeting new people and I can help you like get started and stuff. I'm mastery rank 10 right now. I mean, it's not the highest or whatever, but I know a little bit of this, a little bit of that about the game. Ooh, I have to film a new video because I unlocked a lich for myself. Like, all right, so I finished I'm going to talk games right now. So I finished The War Within and defeated one of the Grenier Queens. and that gave me the option to unlock a lich. So basically it's like your arch enemy takes over your map, and you have to, like, it's not time sensitive, like you can let it go on for months, but in order to destroy your lich you have to get requiem relics, and you have to put them in your Parazon, which is like this little thing that is on every Warframe that it's like in the wrist that they use to like hack consoles and stuff and do finishing moves on enemies. You have to put these Requiem relics in the proper order on your Parazon, and there's 3 of them, right? So they're in any combination, they can be correct or incorrect. Every time you try to stab your lich and the Requiem relics are in the wrong order, it makes it stronger. So my lich is only level 2 because I have decided, because I'm not really like super, like I don't have a lot of really good mods on my Warframe, so like I'm not able to take down enemies that are like level 100, but that's what could potentially happen if you continuously stab your lich and you don't have the proper sequence of the Requiem relics. So what I decided to do was just get all the Requiem relics and then stab him 3 times. So I already know that one of them doesn't go in the front. I do know that. So after that I just was like, let me just wait and get the rest of them a little later, because I don't want level 100 enemies. Alright, so now it's time to cut my crease area. So I'm going to be using my, where's it at? I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige for that. I don't know what happened to my light sand. I think I might have thrown it out by mistake. Anyway, I'm going to just put some of this on the back of my hand. And then just use a brush and tilt my head back and cut it. And then I'm going to go in with that darker shade. My phone is updating while I'm filming this, so hopefully it's not messing up the file. Anyway, I'm going in with my darker shade on this little shader brush right here. And I'm just stamping it just to define that area right there. And then I'm going to go in with the brush that I use with Sakura, which is my crease color, and just with the tips of the bristles, blend out that dark shade just a little bit. I'll get back to talking games in a minute. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm going to be using this shade right here, and I'm going to go with this being called Daisy. And this is going to go on the middle of my lid, and then I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which I believe is called Botanic, and that's going to go on the inner corner of my lid. And you're just going to see how disappointing these are. Now remember, this is on a wet base, and you really have to build these up. Alright, so, I mean, that's really pretty. You see that, right? But let me show you the gold one, or this coppery tone, I should say. This one is just lacking in everything. Like, and I picked up a lot on my brush. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like what I thought it was going to be. So that's why I decided to use some glitter to really take it there, because it wasn't giving it to me by itself. And I'm sure you can use like your finger to make these more intense, because that's usually how glitters and stuff go. But, you know, for your inner part of your eye, you can't really use your finger, you know? All right, so I'm going to be going in with Divine now, and I'm just going to use my NYX glitter glue. Anyway, what was I saying about gaming? All right, so yeah, so the lich, it slowly takes over your map, and it gets stronger if you face it and you have the Requiem relics out of order. And if you have a personality type like me that kind of likes is controlling, it's really annoying when you see this thing spreading across your map. So in order to like prevent it from taking over like super like desirable places, because when it takes over your map, every time you play something on that planet, it takes some of your resources that you gain. And if you're really looking for something and you find it, and then at the end of your mission, and it literally like tells you like, yoink, yoink, is your wallet feeling a little light, friend? Like it takes your money, it takes your resources, it takes your endo, like that shit's annoying, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to kill mine as soon as possible. This is my first lich, and I got someone helping me with it. But I'm gonna wait a while before I unlock another one, because I didn't know I was gonna be so perturbed by this thing, because it's so irritating. Because like I said, it takes your resources. So if you needed like, let me give you if you needed 4 gallium, and you got 4 gallium, and then at the end of your mission it says, you know, oh, I'm going to take that. Now you only have 3 gallium, or sometimes 2 gallium. Then you have to replay the mission. And if it's a resource that's really hard to get in the first place, that shit is annoying, okay? So my goal right now is to like destroy my lich, but I have to do it in the correct way, or I'll be facing like level 100 enemies, and I'm not prepared for that. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm just blending in these shimmers on my lid. I mean, that glitter just adds so much to this look. I love it. I'm going to go back in with that darker color again and further define my crease area and make this look a little bit more like a cut crease. Alright, so that's about as blended as I can get it right now. I'll probably go back in at the end and try to blend it some more. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I don't know if anyone else does this, but while I'm doing my makeup, I sit on my mascaras, because I find that it helps them to kind of loosen in the bottle. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to be using my 3 go-tos, because I'm not going anywhere today. So Essence Primer, Lash Princess, and Maybelline Sensational Full Fan Effect. And I just put them under my thigh so they get warm. So by the time it's time for me to do my mascara, they're nice and fluid-like and not quite so sticky. Alright, so for the bottom lash line, we're going to be going in with Blossom and connecting the bottom lash line to the top, like so. And just bringing it slightly toward the center of the eye. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Sakura. There's a lot of fallout from these shimmers because they're so soft. So going in with the shade Sakura. And blending out that darker shade a little bit. Now, I do not use a primer on my bottom lash line. That's just me. Of course, you can if you want, but since I'm putting a minimal amount of eyeshadow on my bottom lash line, I never usually have a problem with it fading. If you go too far down, just use your finger to wipe it away. And I'm just trying to use the tips of the bristles to kind of apply that Sakura shade. And then I'm going to go in with that shade from the Sunset palette. And of course, blend out around the edges. All right, I'm going to pop off camera, do my lashes, and I'll show you the final look. All right, so this is the look. I'm trying to look into the camera so you can see everything. So I don't think I'm going to be doing my complexion. If I do, it'll probably be in a different video, but my nose is still just really red and I'm really flaky around here, so I kind of don't want to have to put makeup on it unless I have to, which I don't have to because I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, these are the eyes. And like I said, the mattes in here are really good, but the shimmers, I gotta maybe put like glitter glue down before I apply them because, girl. So I think I'm going to probably play with this palette next. This is a Sunset palette, and it's got like a kind of like a similar color scheme. It's warm, and it only has 2 mattes in it as well. But this is a little bit more neutral than this one. I do want to do a smoky eye using this. I think this will be really pretty with like a dark brown or something. This kind of reminds me of the aubergine shade from the Bronze Seduction palette, the Pat Mcgrath Bronze Seduction palette, except a little bit lighter. Anyway, yeah, so that's this look using this palette for pretty much everything except for this shade right here. And I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. Share this video because, you know, sharing is caring. And I'm going to leave some videos right here. I don't know how it's going to show up when I edit this, but I'm going to try to put the videos right here. So you can go ahead and click on one of those. And I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. Hope you guys are having a good week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!